Is your get up and go more like get up and groan? Is your level up life stuck in level 0? Then get ready, because today we are evacuating burnout and elevating your energy. Let's do this. Hey, awesome people. Ever feel like you're running on fumes, dragging yourself through the day with the energy of a sloth on a Sunday? Well, fear not. Today we're diving headfirst into the electrifying world of energy maximization, tackling that pesky burnout monster and supercharging your life, or at least the energy of a well-rested squirrel. First off, let's talk about burnout. It's not just a fancy word for tired. Oh no, it's a full-blown energy crisis. You're emotionally drained, mentally fried, and physically, well, let's just say you're not exactly winning any marathons. Burnout isn't just feeling tired. It's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged or excessive stress. It's a serious issue. A recent 2022 Gallup poll on workplace burnout revealed that 76% of employees reported experiencing burnout at least sometimes. Burnout can sneak up on you like a ninja in fuzzy slippers. One minute you're crushing it, the next you're questioning your life choices and wondering if becoming a professional napper is a viable career path. But don't worry, we've got your back, and your brain, and your body. It's important to understand that burnout is a gradual process. It's often measured across 3 dimensions: emotional exhaustion, feeling drained, depersonalization, becoming cynical or detached, and reduced personal accomplishment, feeling ineffective. It often starts with subtle warning signs, like feeling less motivated or experiencing more negativity than usual. If these early signs are ignored, burnout can progress to more serious stages, where you might feel completely drained and detached from your work and personal life. In the most severe habitual stage, this might manifest as chronic fatigue, difficulty concentrating, increased irritability, withdrawal from social activities, or even physical symptoms like headaches or stomach problems. Recognizing the signs early on is crucial to prevent burnout before it takes over your life. Now, before we jump into the nitty-gritty of preventing and recovering from burnout, let's talk about the difference between stress and burnout. While they're often used interchangeably, they're not quite the same thing. Stress is like a mischievous gremlin that pops up occasionally to cause a bit of chaos, while burnout is like a grumpy troll that has taken up permanent residence in your brain. Stress, in the short term, can be a motivator. It's your body's fight-or-flight response, releasing hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. But chronic stress keeps those hormones elevated, and that's where the trouble starts. Think of it like this. Stress is like revving your car engine occasionally. Burnout is like leaving it running in the red zone for days on end. Eventually, something's going to break. Speaking of mischievous gremlins, let's talk about stress and its impact on your energy levels. Stress is like that annoying mosquito that buzzes around your head just when you're about to drift off to sleep. It can be a real energy vampire, sucking the life out of you and leaving you feeling like a crumpled tissue. When you're stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode, pumping out adrenaline and cortisol like there's no tomorrow. This is great if you're actually facing a saber-toothed tiger, but not so much when you're just trying to meet a deadline or navigate rush hour traffic. Over time, this chronic stress can lead to all sorts of nasty things. The American Heart Association highlights that chronic stress is a significant risk factor for various serious conditions, including high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. It can even weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness. It can also mess with your sleep, make you feel more irritable, and generally turn you into a grumpy goose. So, how can we combat this stress and reclaim our energy? One of the most effective ways is through the power of exercise. Yes, I know. The thought of moving your body when you're already exhausted might seem about as appealing as a root canal. But trust me on this one. Exercise is like a magic potion for your mind and body. Even a short burst of exercise, we're talking just 10 to 15 minutes, can significantly reduce stress hormones and boost endorphins, those natural mood lifters. Find something you enjoy. It could be a brisk walk, a dance class, yoga, lifting weights, anything that gets your body moving. Plus, it's a great way to channel your inner superhero and unleash your awesome powers. Just try not to fly off the treadmill, okay? However, it's important to strike a balance. While exercise is fantastic for boosting energy, overdoing it can actually have the opposite effect. If you're constantly pushing yourself to the limit, you might end up feeling more exhausted and run down. So listen to your body, take rest days when needed, and don't be afraid to dial it back if you're feeling overwhelmed. Remember, the goal is to energize yourself, not turn into a puddle of sweat and exhaustion. Now, before we move on to other energy-boosting strategies, let's take a detour into the fascinating world of energy management. Think of it as your secret weapon against the burnout bandit. Energy management is all about being mindful of your energy levels throughout the day and strategically allocating your resources to maximize productivity and prevent burnout. It's like being the CEO of your own energy company, making sure you're investing wisely and not running into a deficit. One of the key principles of energy management is tracking your energy levels. Just like you might track your finances to make sure you're not overspending, you can track your energy to identify your peak performance times and your energy slumps. Once you know your energy patterns, you can schedule demanding tasks for when you're feeling most energized and save less demanding tasks for when your energy is lower. It's like scheduling your most important meetings for when you're feeling sharp and alert, and leaving those mundane emails for when you're feeling a bit more zombie-like. Another important aspect of energy management is prioritizing tasks based on energy, not just urgency. We often get caught up in the whirlwind of urgent tasks, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and depleted. Instead, try prioritizing tasks that energize you and align with your values, even if they don't have the most pressing deadlines. It's like choosing to spend your time on projects that excite you and make you feel alive, rather than those that feel like a chore. And don't forget to schedule micro-recharges throughout your day. These are short breaks that allow you to replenish your energy and refocus your mind. Research consistently shows that employees who took regular breaks reported lower levels of fatigue and higher job satisfaction. This could be a 5-minute stretching break, listening to a favorite song, looking at nature photos, practicing deep breathing, or even just stepping away from your screen and closing your eyes for a few moments. It's like taking a quick pit stop to refuel your car and grab a snack before hitting the road again. Okay, we've tackled energy management, that crucial foundation for energy. Now let's move on to another crucial element of maximizing your energy: sleep. That glorious state of unconsciousness where you can finally escape the demands of the day and recharge your batteries. Sleep is like a magical reset button for your brain and body. It's when your cells regenerate, your memories consolidate, and your energy levels get a much-needed boost. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired. It impairs cognitive function, weakens your immune system, and increases your risk of various health problems. When you're sleep deprived, you're basically running on autopilot. And let's be honest, nobody wants to be that person who accidentally microwaves their phone. Been there, done that, not recommended. But here's a fascinating insight. Sleep deprivation can actually mess with your eating habits. Studies show a direct link between lack of sleep and increased levels of ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and decreased levels of leptin, the satiety hormone. This means you're literally hungrier and less satisfied when you're sleep deprived, making it harder to make healthy food choices. Research has consistently linked insufficient sleep to an increased risk of obesity. To improve your sleep, create a relaxing bedtime routine, avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed, and make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Oh, and ditch those electronics. Those glowing screens are like kryptonite to your sleep cycle. Instead, try reading a book, taking a warm bath, or listening to some calming music before bed. Speaking of things that are good for you, let's move on to the delicious world of nutrition. You are what you eat, my friend, and if you're constantly fueling your body with junk food and sugary drinks, you're going to feel like, well, junk. Think of your body as a high-performance race car. You wouldn't fill it up with low-grade fuel, would you? No way. You'd give it the premium stuff, the kind that makes it go vroom. The same goes for your body. Focus on a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean protein, like chicken, fish, beans, or tofu, whole grains, like brown rice, quinoa, or whole wheat bread, and healthy fats, like avocados, nuts, and olive oil. These foods provide sustained energy, keep you feeling full and satisfied, and help you avoid those dreaded energy crashes. But here's the thing. It's not just about what you eat, but also about the specific nutrients you're getting. Certain vitamins and minerals play a crucial role in energy production within our cells. These include B vitamins, iron, and magnesium. B vitamins are like the spark plugs of your energy system, helping to convert food into fuel. Iron is like the delivery truck, transporting oxygen throughout your body to keep your cells energized. And magnesium is like the mechanic, ensuring that all the parts are working smoothly. So, make sure you're getting enough of these essential nutrients by incorporating a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins into your diet. And of course, don't forget to stay hydrated. Dehydration is a major energy zapper. Aim to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day, and even more if you're active or in a hot climate. Carry a water bottle with you and sip on it consistently. Water is like the lifeblood of your body, and even mild dehydration can leave you feeling sluggish and drained. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another important aspect of maximizing your energy and preventing burnout: mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment, without judgment. It's like hitting the pause button on your thoughts and just observing what's happening around you. This could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths and focusing on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body, or paying attention to the sounds and smells around you without judgment. There are also tons of guided meditation apps that can help. Extensive research, including meta-analyses of mindfulness studies, shows that mindfulness-based interventions can significantly reduce stress and improve mental well-being in healthy individuals. Mindfulness can help you reduce stress, improve focus, and increase your overall sense of well-being. Plus, it's a great way to appreciate the little things in life, like the sound of birds chirping or the feeling of warm sunshine on your face. Unless you're allergic to birds or sunshine, in which case maybe just appreciate the feeling of a soft blanket. And here's another powerful tool in the fight against burnout: setting boundaries. Boundaries are like those invisible force fields that protect your time and energy from being sucked into the black hole of endless demands. Learning to say no is essential for preventing overwhelm and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. This might mean saying, "I'd love to help, but I'm already committed to another project," or "I'm not available to take on extra work right now, but I can help you find someone who might be." It's about prioritizing your well-being without feeling guilty. It's like having a superpower that allows you to deflect those energy-draining requests and prioritize what truly matters. Like finally finishing that Netflix series you've been binge-watching. But what happens if you're already feeling burnt out? Don't worry, my friend, there's hope. Recovering from burnout is like rebooting your computer after it's been running for too long. It takes time, patience, and a bit of self-care, but it's definitely possible. One of the first steps in recovering from burnout is to acknowledge the problem and seek support. Talk to your friends, family, or a mental health professional about how you're feeling. If you're struggling with burnout, don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist, counselor, or doctor. They can provide tailored support and guidance. Sometimes, just having someone to listen and validate your experience can make a world of difference. Next, prioritize your health. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, and exercising regularly. These basic self-care practices can do wonders for your energy levels and overall well-being. It's also important to set clear boundaries between your work and personal life. This might mean turning off your work email notifications after hours, scheduling time for activities you enjoy, or even considering a career change if your current job is a major source of stress. And finally, don't forget the power of social connection. This isn't just about being around people, it's about meaningful connections. It's about having conversations that make you feel understood, supported, and valued. It's about sharing laughter and creating positive memories, spending time with loved ones, laughing with friends, and engaging in meaningful conversations can be incredibly restorative. So make time for those social connections, even if you're feeling exhausted. And speaking of social connections, let's not forget about the importance of social support in the workplace. Coworkers can provide essential emotional support, and managers should foster a work environment where teamwork thrives. So if you're feeling burnt out at work, reach out to your colleagues, build strong relationships, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Now, before we wrap things up, let's talk about another important factor in preventing burnout: resilience. Resilience is like that superpower that allows you to bounce back from challenges and setbacks. It's the ability to adapt positively to difficult situations and maintain a sense of optimism even when things get tough. Building resilience is like strengthening your mental muscles, making you better equipped to handle stress and prevent burnout. Some resilience techniques are keeping a journal, setting reachable goals, cultivating self-compassion, practicing mindfulness, cultivating a positive mindset, developing strong coping skills, and having a purpose. So, to recap, manage stress, prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep, eat a whole foods diet, stay hydrated, practice mindfulness, set boundaries, build your resilience, and connect with others. These aren't just suggestions, they're your weapons in the fight against burnout. Don't just watch this video, take action. Pick one thing from today's episode and implement it right now. Even a small change can make a huge difference. Let me know in the comments which strategy you're going to try first. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more life-leveling tips, and share it with anyone who needs an energy boost. Let's build a community of energized, thriving individuals.